think it's working, but that's just me.
All right, Big Perk, let me ask you this. We know the Warriors have acquired a lot of young talent, but obviously their big three, Steph, Clay, Dre, all in their 30s. How long is their championship window?
You know what? I don't see it going past this year. I really don't. I think if they had any opportunity, it's for them to win it right now. I don't see it going past this year. It's no disrespect to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, but it's just it's talking about the growth of the NBA. We watched the Dallas Mavericks and Luka Doncic. We watched them make it to the Western Conference Finals. We know that the Los Angeles Clippers are going to come back next year. When they come back healthy, they're going to be a problem. Giannis Antetokounmpo with Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday, like teams are going to reload this offseason. We watched the growth of the league. We watched how guys got better, teams got better. And look, I'm not saying the Warriors might not, hell, they could, but I don't see it. I think this is their golden opportunity to capture another championship right now.
Well, what the hell you think the Golden State Warriors going to be doing? Sitting there and taking pictures? I mean, excuse me. I think they'll make some adjustments as well. I see the Warriors winning 2 of the next 3 titles. That's what I see. I'm thinking about Steph Curry. I'm thinking about Clay. I'm thinking about Draymond, but I'm also thinking about Jordan Poole. I'm thinking about Kuminga. Yes, I'm going to bring up James Wiseman. Yes, I understand he's been out all season long, but the brother's a 7-footer with skills, and I think once you insert him into the equation, with Kevon Looney still there, with Draymond still there, no, I like their chances. I like Moses Moody. I like what I've seen from him. I like Kuminga. I really love Kuminga, actually, okay? I'm looking at the Golden State Warriors being at least 8 deep, and I see this team potentially, I'm not going to even say potentially, I'm willing to say the Golden State Warriors are winning 2 of the next 3 titles. I believe Steph Curry will eclipse LeBron James and capture 5 championships in his career while LeBron is still stuck on 4. Yeah. That is what I believe
That's
will
what
happen.
You're hoping. No, that's
what
you're hoping can happen. That's what you're hoping that can happen.
That is a lie. Let me tell you why. I can prove that you're lying.
No,
I can prove it. I can prove it.
No, I'm not.
Where's LeBron playing? No. Where is he playing?
He's playing in L.A.
And where do I want to be? There's no way in hell I'm rooting against LeBron James.
That
is false. I want LeBron James. I would love for LeBron James to be in the finals and win championships in L.A. Yes, you are completely false. Completely.
No, I'm not. Stephen A., you know one thing about me is that my wife threatened me every day to divorce me because I'm married to the game and I'm married to the TV when it comes down to basketball. And whether that's cable, hold on, listen, hold on. And whether it's cable TV or me watching you on ESPN Plus on Stephen A.'s World. Okay, you had a discussion. Yeah, you had a discussion, okay, at one point of this season about Steph Curry and LeBron James and far as with their titles and things to that nature and would he surpass them as far as kind of quote-unquote being the iconic figure and things to that nature. See, I know what you're doing here because me and you sit up here and we debate the GOAT conversation all the time. So you can't wait for somebody else to dethrone LeBron James or have more titles while he's still playing so you can use that argument when it's time for the GOAT. Yeah, so when it's time for the GOAT conversation to come back up, you going to say, how you going to compare Steph Curry to one this many? I already know you. I know you. I know how it goes.
Well, thank you, Swagoo Perkins, because that's what Swagoo tries to say all the time with y'all podcasts, which, by the way, everybody should listen to, okay? The bottom line is it's not working, all right? It's not working. The reality of the situation is clear. LeBron James, in the 4 years he's been in L.A., he's got 1 title. Okay, he's been bounced out in the first round and he's missed the playoffs twice. Okay, so when we talk about, and I'm not throwing any shade on him, I understand it ain't his fault. I understand he's great. I'm rooting for him because I would much rather be in L.A., you understand, than going to the Bay Area. That's just a personal preference that I have, JJ. I would much rather be in L.A. than in the damn Bay Area. I'm not that particularly fond of the Bay Area. That's just me, but I love the Warriors. Steph Curry is that dude. And he is chipping at the heels of LeBron James in terms of those titles. I believe he will surpass LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. He will get 2 of the next 3 championships. Steph Curry is going to end up with 5 NBA championships. That is what I believe. Why do you have that look on your face, JJ? Am I off my rocker in saying this, considering the roster that they have and some of the young guys they've got on the come up? Is that beyond the pale?
Okay. First of all, did you guys plan this with the LeBron Lakers
No,
mention?
no,
that just
he
came
did.
up organically.
He did.
That
Yeah,
just came, okay, I just wanted to make
came
sure.
up
We couldn't have a segment without mentioning
Well,
that.
I
Okay.
didn't just say.
It's weird because I
Scott Former?
agree with both of you to an extent, and I disagree with both of you to an extent. Like, Perk, you make a great point about the West being stronger next year, about potentially the Milwaukee Bucks being completely healthy next year. We also don't know what's going to happen in free agency or around the draft. Like, there's a lot sort of that is unknown. But as of right now, to say that their window is closed after this year, I disagree with that. You know, Stephen A. has said this a number of times. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson have skill sets that age well. Those guys keep themselves in incredible shape. And it's the development of the young players, Jordan Poole, Kuminga, James Wiseman, Andrew Wiggins being 27, which is right in that prime age to continue to star in this role that he's carved out for himself. Like, there's no reason to believe they're not going to have a chance to win the West over the next 2 or 3 seasons. Now, to Stephen A's point, they're going to win. You believe they're going to win 2 out of the next 3?
Yes.
It would not surprise me if they win this year. I think they're going to be right there, but I don't see them winning 2 out of the next 3. I disagree with you.
Well, let me ask you, but why not? Because if they win, let's hypothetically, if they win this series against Boston, then what we're talking about is them winning 1 of the next 2 years. So my point to you is this: how is that beyond the pale when y'all know basketball? You see the squad they have. How are you going to just summarily dismiss the notion that they could win 1 of the next 2 times after this year?
Because I don't think they're going to win this year. So you're saying, when I listen to you talk about 2 of the next 3, I'm thinking they're going to have to go back-to-back after this year.
I'm not averse to what y'all feeling because y'all both got Boston winning this series. That makes sense. Just understand my thinking is they're going to win this year. So if they win this year, then we're talking about them winning 1 of the next 2 years. And I damn sure believe they can pull that off with the young bloods that they got on the come up, combined with the veterans they already have on the squad. I believe that. And Jordan Poole has a lot to do with how I feel because with Klay and Steph, it'd be one thing if those young bloods just existed in their front court. That would be different. But the fact that you got Steph and Klay and then you got a guy like Jordan Poole who could spell for either one of them speaks volumes to me.
Okay. Yeah, but here's the question, Stephen A.
Yes, sir.
Are they going to be able to keep everybody? Like we didn't seen this movie before where we didn't seen guys on the team and we like, oh man, if they stay intact over the next 2 or 3 years, they could possibly win this amount of championships. And then all of a sudden we see a breakup. Whether that's a guy going out and going to get more money, which Jordan Poole value is through the roof. You got Andrew Wiggins on the books. He's making a ton of money. Draymond Green is making a ton of money. Klay Thompson is making a ton of money. Steph Curry is one of the highest paid guys in the league, and I get it, right? The Warriors, I have to give a whole lot of praise to the owners and the organization of the Warriors, right? Because they are not afraid to spend money. But at some point, we have to put in consideration: are they going to be able to keep all of these pieces?
Let me provide a retort, and I just called up the numbers because you brought them up, okay? So it's not, and I'm not being unfair to you because you don't have the numbers in front of you. I just called them up. We know Steph's locked in. Klay is locked in for 2 years after this season. Andrew Wiggins is locked in for 1 year after this season. Draymond Green is locked in for 1 year after the season with a player option at $27 million in 23-24. James Wiseman is locked in. Kuminga's locked in. All right. Looney will be a free agent after the season. He's only making $5 million, though, all right? Moses Moody, okay, he's locked in, all right? Jordan Poole is locked in. So I just gave you 7.
All right.
I just gave you 7.
Yeah.
And by the way, Joe Lacob, I kind of know the man a little bit.
Yeah.
He will spend money. He will spend money. I mean, it's just not a problem. As long as you win, he will spend money.
One thing. All I know is Perk is really doing his homework when he's bringing up receipts from Stephen A's world. I mean,
well, hold on.
he is really watching everything.
Let me say this to you. I'm touched. I mean, I'm very, very touched. That's number one. And number two, let me also say, because he talked about First Take, Stephen A's World NBA Countdown.
Yeah.
There are worse people to watch on television. And I'm just saying. We understand.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, we're going to leave it there.